So it's no secret that Donald Trump's re-election campaign is having a bit of a problem raising money from some of the high-profile, big-dollar Republican donors. This is something that's been reported on for well over a month and a half now, and it's because, according to these donors, the Trump campaign hasn't necessarily given a message that Republicans can latch on to. Not just Republican voters. It is the job of those at the top of the ticket to come up with some kind of coherent Republican message that every other candidate running for office as a Republican this year, or whatever year it is, they also carry on that particular message. You know, this is why we as a party are better than this other group that we are running against. Obama did it in 2012. You know, George W. Bush did it in 2004. All the Republicans ran on it in 2004. All the Democrats ran on it in 2012. That's how it goes. And that's how it's going to go with the Democrats with Joe Biden's message. They're all going to latch onto that. But Trump hasn't done that, and it's driving these donors crazy. And it's driving Republicans down the ballot crazy. So last week, Donald Trump has a telephone call with Sheldon Adelson, you know, casino mogul just like Donald Trump, billionaire with much more money than Donald Trump. And Adelson, according to reports, wanted to ask, hey, what's happening with the economy, man? What's happening with this coronavirus relief stuff? You know, we need some things here. But Trump didn't want to have that conversation. Trump wanted to have a different conversation with Adelson, and a conversation that left Republicans in the party horrified that the president had the audacity to say these kinds of things to Sheldon Adelson. I'll read you. This is from Politico. The 87-year-old casino mogul had reached out to Trump to talk about the coronavirus relief bill and the economy. But then Trump brought the conversation around to the campaign and confronted Adelson about why he wasn't doing more to bolster his reelection, according to three people with direct knowledge of the call. One of the people said it was apparent the president had no idea how much Adelson, who's donated tens of millions of dollars to pro-Trump efforts over the years, had helped him. Adelson chose not to come back at Trump. When word of the call circulated afterward, Republican Party officials grew alarmed. The president had antagonized one of the biggest benefactors at a precarious moment in his campaign. They rushed to smooth things over with him, but the damage may have been done. The damage may have been done. You don't piss off the hand that feeds you, right? I'm going to be honest here. I'm not going to fault Trump for this at all. I'm glad he pissed off his donor, but I'm also glad that the donor got pissed off. Because this is what happens, and I think Republican donors or Democratic donors, hell, all political donors, y'all need to understand this a little bit. See, these politicians that you keep giving cash to, let's think of them as like raccoons. You know, they show up at your back door. They look pretty cute. You know, they can be a little rabid sometimes. But, you know, you hand them a Nilla wafer. You hand them a little cookie of some kind. You hand them a cracker. They take it with their little hands and they eat it. And it looks cute, right? That's how these donors are with the politicians. Okay, I gave the cute little thing the little cracker. I gave the cute little politician the money. Well, next thing you know, a week from now, that thing not only has come back every night, but now he's starting to bring his friends. You're like, oh, wow, okay, I'm going to start buying crackers. I guess this is going to be a regular part of my routine. And that's how the donating works. They start donating on a regular basis. You know, it just becomes part of their routine. It's part of their business now. But then suddenly they decide, you know what? These raccoons are getting fat. You know, why am I giving these raccoons all these crackers? It's not cute anymore. What am I getting from it? Why am I doing this? Raccoons, do something for me. Why aren't you listening to me? And that's the point the raccoon jumps up, bites your face off. Because the raccoon doesn't understand. The raccoon I just want my cookie. Why am I not getting a cookie? And now I'm pissed off at you. Well, Trump is the rabid raccoon in this situation. He went up to Adelson and said, hey, man, you know, where's the cookie? I need the cookie. Why is this not happening? And now the Republican Party is horrified. And they should be. because this is what's going to be happening from this point forward. And there is no way they're going to be able to smooth things over with enough donors to save Donald Trump before the election.